outside the planes whisper to him.
Outlaws in 500 feet. Rerouting.
Making a left!
Innovation changes everything.
Man, he's good.
With one investment, you can access the NASDAQ 100 innovators who are rethinking the world. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reframing the very nature of financial planning around the most personal data point possible, your lifespan. Because Abacus is the originator, the market maker. We're not just participating in the space, we're reshaping it. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering our investors with an integrated system to take command of what matters most. Your time, your future, your financial destiny. While legacy firms cling to dated assumptions, we move forward with precision, agility, and a vision rooted in reality, your reality. This isn't finance as usual. This is control in the hands of those who dare to lead. This is a new era of investing built on the truth of your life. Welcome to Abacus Global Management.
At Morgan Stanley, old school hard work meets bold new thinking. To help you see untapped possibilities and relentlessly work with you to make them real.
I'm certain it's level 5.
Are you for imprint certain?
I'm certain it's level.
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
When life happens, get Dave. Up to $500.
Oh, baby.
In 5 minutes or less. On the run.
Showtime.
For fun.
I'm late for vinyasa.
And cash for everything in between.
One on your side. And one on my side.
Dave is there. Download the app. Sign up and get money.
Kinda genius.
Try Dave today and see Bad Guys 2. Rated PG. Only in theaters.
Still to come this morning, Mercado Libre has been described as the Amazon of South America. It's Latin America's largest company by market value. That stock down 6% after the company came in with disappointing earnings yesterday. The company's CFO will join us to talk earnings, tariffs, and much more. We are also just moments away from our interview with President Donald Trump. Squawk Box, we'll be right back.
Decking and railing that's ready for anything you throw at it, or on it, even John's 40th. Trex, performance engineered for your life outdoors.
Investing. Buy low, sell high, jump on that trend, ride the wave. Stop. Not how investing works. You're not a child playing a game. This is grown-up business. The real thing. You know wealth isn't won in a bet. Luck is not a strategy, and success demands discipline. You're serious about investing, right?
Smarter threats need even smarter protection. CrowdStrike Charlotte AI is the future of cybersecurity for what's now built on the intelligence of every breach we see and refined by human expertise. Charlotte AI gets smarter. Business stays safer. You can build for tomorrow. Confidence and efficiency. Protect what matters most. That's why the businesses you trust CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike. We stop breaches.
I never considered myself an alcoholic, but drinking affected my job, health, and relationships. A powerful medication helped me take back control. Now I no longer feel the urge to drink. The same pill that helped me could help you. Text TV to 710-710 to learn more.
No application fee if you apply by September 3rd at University of Maryland Global Campus, an accredited university that has transformed adult lives for more than 75 years. You're not waiting to win. You're ready to succeed again at umgc.edu.
A heart attack? Do they have life insurance?
No.
We have life insurance. John.
Trying to find something we can afford.
Fortunately, in only a few minutes, SelectQuote found John a $500,000 policy for only $29 a month, and his wife Anne a $500,000 policy for only $21 a month. Go to SelectQuote.com now and get the insurance your family needs
at a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop. Save.
Introducing CNBC Plus, the new streaming platform from the #1 source in business news. Watch live or on demand. Access any market, anytime, anywhere. Start streaming. Go to cnbc.com/plus now.
Welcome back, everybody. Mercado Libre is Latin America's largest company by market value. The e-commerce giant reported earnings that missed estimates. Revenue growth of 34% did beat expectations, but the earnings of $10.31 below the $11.93 the street was expecting. Joining us right now to talk more about it is the company's CFO, Martin de los Santos. And, sir, thank you for being with us this morning. Let's talk a little bit about the stock's reaction. It's down 6%. After the earnings were a little disappointing. I know margins were cut into a bit. What happened?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. We are very excited about the results that we Q2. As you mentioned, revenues growing 34% year on year. We continue to expand both our e-commerce platform as well as our fintech ecosystem, where we see a tremendous opportunity in Latin America. Number of users continue to grow, 25% in commerce, 30% growth in fintech. Our credit book doubling year on year. GMV, which is a volume transacted on our platform, growing 30% in Mexico and Brazil, our largest markets. So very excited about the results. This was a quarter of investment. In order to capture this large opportunity that we have ahead of us, we need to continue investing for the long term. We opened 2 new fulfillment centers this quarter, adding to the more than 30 fulfillment centers that we have in the region, the largest and more sophisticated fulfillment infrastructure in Latin America. We also invested in offering free shipping to our users in Brazil. We lowered the threshold by which we offer free shipping to $4. I mean, it came from 79 reais to 19 reais, which is roughly $4. So that's a bold step in terms of eliminating friction for people buying online. And we also continue to invest in the credit card. So I think probably in the short term that put a little pressure on margins, but we are sure and we have proven over the past several years that those investments in the long term pay off in order for us to make sure that we do not miss the large opportunity that we have ahead of us.
Martin, you may be excited about it, but obviously not when it's selling down by 6%. The investments that you're talking about, like the free shipping, like the selling, how long do you bring those?
Well, free shipping, which was probably the biggest announcement that we made this quarter, is something that we have been doing for the past 10 years or so. We started offering free shipping. The threshold was roughly 120 reais. Then we lowered it to 79 reais, and now we lowered it again to 20 reais. And we have proven over time that that's the best way to continue bringing people online, because one of the main frictions for people is shipping costs. And again, when you look at the longer perspective, in Latin America, penetration of e-commerce is less than 15% compared to 20, 30, or 40% in Asia, Europe, or more developed countries. So we have a large opportunity to continue to bring people online, and that's what we try to make sure that we do not miss. And for that, we need to invest in logistics, continue to expand a logistic infrastructure that enables us to offer, for instance, more than 70% of packages within 2 days in any place in Latin America. We need to expand our payment solutions in the regions where finances are very much under-penetrated in Latin America. So we are confident that those investments, as they have done in the past, will continue to help us drive growth. We have done it systematically over the past several years.
Yeah, you're often called the Amazon of Latin America, and those are the types of things that Amazon did early on to try and win over not just win over shoppers, but also expanding their fulfillment centers along those lines. Your stock is up about 26% year to date. That's a big outperformance of the S&P 500. But there have been questions recently. In July, the stock was down, and that was in part because of questions about tariffs. But when President Trump announced that there would be a 50% U.S. tariff on goods out of Brazil, that's your biggest overall market. What do the
Yeah, we keep in mind that all of the things that we sell are sold within Latin America. We do not sell anything in the U.S.
But there could be concerns about the economy suffering there as a result and maybe hurting yours.
Yeah, it could be. There could be secondary effects that we too early to tell. But what we have seen over the past 25 years, where we operate in Latin America in 19 different countries, and we've seen all kinds of ups and downs with macro, we have seen that for the results of our company, it's a lot more important what we do in terms of investing in our product, improving the logistics, improving the user experience, bringing more assortment to our platform. It's a lot more important than macro. The secular trend of people moving online is so strong that if macro is 1% up or down, or inflation is a little bit higher or lower, we have proven over time that our performance is a lot more important than execution within our platform. So our destiny is in our hands, really.
In terms of what you're dealing with, aside from the macro, competitor irrationality has been mentioned, social commerce disruption, some of the things that have been mentioned. How do you handle those issues?
We operate in a very competitive market. We think that, for instance, Brazil is probably one of the most competitive markets in the world in terms of e-commerce. Competed with the local retailers, the national players from the US, now the Asian players. Again, the competition has made us better. We continue to improve our user experience. And again, we competed very strongly with our competitors. Some of them might have been rational, not at this time. I think more rationality in the way we compete, which is a good thing for the market. And as you can see, the results are there. We're growing in Brazil, for instance. We're growing GMV, which is the volume transacted, by 30% year on year. And we continue to gain market share despite our leading position in the market.
Martin de los Santos, sir, thank you for being with us. Mercado Libre CFO, we appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Pleasure being here.
All right, folks, it is 8 a.m. on the East Coast, and you're watching Squawk Box right here on CNBC. I'm Becky Quick, along with Joe Kernan and Ross Sorkin at the Aspen Economic Strategy Group meeting. Former Treasury Secretary Hank Paulson and former Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner will be joining us from there in just a little bit. In the meantime, take a look at the futures this morning. They are in the green after a big day of gains for the markets yesterday. Right now, the Dow futures are indicated up by just over 50 points. Got the S&P futures up by about 15 and the NASDAQ indicated up by 80. The NASDAQ yesterday up by 2%. We will be getting international trade deficit data. That's due in about 30 minutes. Ahead of that, we've been watching the treasuries. Right now, the 10 years at 4.22 here at 3.70.
And now to the guests that we've been talking about all morning. President Donald Trump. Mr. President, welcome. Thanks for calling in. Wish you could be here in person, but we'll do this.